Emphasis to gods. I am not a chief. I vibrate that mineral resources and maybe see like shockable affiliate TikTok. My chief is in presidential, so I am still myself. Let us know who we have today. My chief, you are carried.
What can never stumble.
This is where my chief. My chief, you are on 7/7, which is very cultured. Can you please tell people who you are?
Supremos Comradium.
Are you a chief?
Minawela Ulus. Akaiba Chief Honorable Gochukwu Arazume Francis. Jara King in parentheses. Jara King to be specified. Tawinji what I saw.
That is to
XYZ Chief raised to power 17 of Elia Tawinji. Of Blues.
Z17 of Tawinji.
Because I was.
My chief, Methuselah Akaiva.
He's a Methuselah chief. For
15
years, we are Methuselah chief.
15 years.
Yeah, but when we see antiquity chiefesses, Agbangs, we don't like to call ourselves Methuselahs because they are so Agbaya. So I think since they are still living, we don't call ourselves Methuselahs.
Out of respect.
Out of respect.
Chief, you are very cultured.
But I know, an IYC of yesterday, when the person sees me as a 17 years ago as a chief, the person will say, my chief, you are Methuselah chief. But to us, we are still seeing ourselves as IYCs before Agbalagbas.
My chief, you are seeing yourself like that because you are humble. But because I've decided that you are Methuselah, you are very cultured, my chief.
Yeah, this belongs.
My chief, I have another attitude to Uganda. Please, can you tell us the history of Tawinji? We want to know the history of Tawinji. Like, what is it? Why is it called Tawinji? Can you tell us anything about Tawinji?
Yes, Ajakwa. That is to say, Tawinji was a branch of Kegite Club inside the Institute of Management and Technology (IMT). So Kegite Club, the name there is known as Elia Tawinji. I will tell you why the name was changed to Elia Tawinji. Actually, the club was a baby Elia to Elia Nkasu.
Okay, UNN.
Yes, in the 70s, 72, 73, 74, 75. Then, in the year 1977, the Elia got a keg of office. They became a full-fledged Elia from Eliad World Headquarters. From World Headquarters, OAU.
Yes, University, yes.
Yes, so the first chief of Tawinji was Adam Chief Mofiano Moses. He's still a living legend of the club. He's still
the Adam Chief of Tawinji is still
alive. Yes. So then, from that 1977 till date, the Elia still remains spunk. Okay. Then in the year 1986, there was a world carnival, world gyration at OAU. People were gyrating. Okay. Gyration was going on. Around 12 midnight, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., most of the Eliases were neparizing. They were sleeping, but Tawinji was busy Tawinjirizing. Tawinji means a tireless ant.
The gods.
The name Tawinji means a tireless ant.
Do you think that Aju? Tawinji means a tireless ant.
So till tomorrow, Tawinji stay Tawinjirize. Wherever they are, they will Tawinjirize the Kokoroko.
That is to say excess capability.
So much hyperactivity. So till date, though, while the area was, while gyration and chiefesses were coming and going, some unforeseen circumstances came. But out of the excess capability of the chiefesses and fellowships of the area and Supreme Comradium at Alaja, they still resurrected the area. There were so much in Kwankwaka, but I wouldn't want to go into what happened. The area is still hyperjar till Moronto. The AB Chief Life Shockable Chromosome Synthesis of the area is still there. Chief the Shy Boss. He's a very carried chief. The AB Life, he's still carrying our keg. The keg still remains the keg of 1977. We have warned him if anything should happen to the keg, the gods, you have to guide it jealously. If anything should happen to the keg, that means something is going to happen to you. That is the Jara in there since 1977.
My chief, if like this, you are still gyrating in Tawinji.
Yes, of course. Anything that takes me to Enugu, that is the first place I visit.
Because I used
to visit my area.
My chief, let us salute a container from this Jara.
The next question, my chief, is can you tell us the story behind you being a chief? You know, it is federalized and vibrated that chiefesses are born, not made. So can you please tell us how you are born? Because me, I was born too, but I don't understand what they mean by chiefesses are born, not made.
Well, not to cut you short, carryability is not a carability.
The gods.
Chiefesses are born, they are not made. The first day I became a kegite member, that was the first day I started dreaming to be a chief of the club, because I saw chiefesses putting on agbada. I dipped into it to know what was behind them being a chief. There is nothing there, but it's just test of carryability. In Igbo language, they say onye chimeleze gabweze.
Jara, that is the
so we were 10 of us that contested. But yes, but actually, what moved me to go into Kegite Club was in the year 1994, when I was still in secondary school. That was JS1. There was a burial in my town, Kizito Ezani, late Kizito Ezani. So when I was there for the wake keep, I saw the brother cousins to that Kizito were students of Oko, and they were carried. Bruno and some of them, Bruno Ezani. So they were all carried. I saw Kegite people gyrating as a JS1 student. I said, okay, I would like to join these people. In fact, to be a Kegite member, I want to go to school because I heard that I must be a graduate before I join Kegite. I said I must go to school.
That is the answer.
So that is one thing about the club. If you must be a member, you have to pass through the higher institution. Okay, so that's one advantage. Then I saw them meet Chief Dauda. I think Dauda was the chief then, or I've forgotten, but I know Dauda was there too. So
Dauda from Ashina.
From Ashina, erosion then. So that's when I started dreaming to be a member of this club. So once I got admission, immediately I got admission, I enrolled into being a member of Kegite Club. So from that day I joined, I started exhibiting my carryability to the extent when I did my prelim because I went to Polytechnic. When I was in my prelim, I joined the club. When I came into came
into the institution
fully a student of IMT, that was 2003. I became a philosopher.
Okay, my chief. IMT, that is Tawinji now is your mother Ilya Gongo.
Tawinji is my mother.
You are not a transmigrator.
No, Tawinji is my mother Ilya.
Because
so I became, so even as a philosopher in my first year, the chief that contested then, Chief Obelente, Chief Demerit, he is now based in South Africa, was asking people if I am among those contesting as a first year student, because the carryability, when the carryability now the carryability was much. A chief, a penultimate student was asking students, other carried Congos, if you are running over, Philo is among the Omba contestants. No, they told him no. Philo is still in first year. He said okay. Yeah, you understand me. So finally, when after I did in my first year I was a philosopher. Second year I was a philosopher. My IT, I was also visiting the area, tutorizing. A philosopher that migrates from one area to the other, even Iliovia, even Ilia, China,
very well
yes, they used to shine me cocosis to go and tutorize. After tutorization, they will shine me one or two obeke for more interaction.
It is carried.
So that's how the whole thing started. So after my IT, I came back to HND. You know, variability alluded. So we were 10 that contested.
10 people came out to be a chief
in my regime, yes, in my set.
And the God decided to land on the
So after then, so the security disqualified some of us, some of those that contested, and we were 6. And 6 of us were very jar. The 6 men that contested with me, Idu Oba, fellow open space, Chenwobe Kocha, Titrator, Caesar, Elemu's younger brother. We were very jar, all of us. You understand? So these were outstanding students that anywhere they are, you know that this person is a pronounced Kegite member. And very carried though.
Sorry, my chair.
So well, after the first day we went for the exercise, it was suspended because of one or two Dondon Docredo. It was suspended. The second time inside IMT Campus 2. It was suspended. That was in 2006. Then the third time the selection took place was at Eliahama here in Oka,
Music.
Nnamdi Azikiwe University.
Yes.
So so the last selection took place here in Oka, Nnamdi Azikiwe University.
Yes.
Elia Duhama. So 6 of us contested, and I was emerged. I was selected as the Omoba of the Elia, and later became the Egungun, and was coronated on the 26th November 2006.
2006.
Yes, so that's when I was coronated as the AD chief of Elia Tawinji.
My chief, funny enough, when you were coronated as a chief, I was not even a comrade there. But because
that is it. So after the whole thing, I reigned successfully and I landed successfully to my son, Chief the Dragon. Yes, so that is what happened.
This is what they say. I want to be a chief. Hey, because I was.
You see, there is this song that people used to sing now in most of the generation ground.
Yes.
You get it one day, I dey go one migration.
Yes.
I just dey go Ilia Hama Matri. I composed it.
You are the writer of that song?
Yes. Till tomorrow. I composed it. But Cash Money from Elia Engine took it from me and sang it on the studio.
But you are the one that wrote the song.
No, I'm saying it in the public, so Cash Money will hear and see it. You cannot deny it. No, I love it because he gave that song a facelift. You understand? So I commend him for that because he took it from me. You know, he sang it over the radio on the studio, and you know, it went viral like that. It went viral. It became a hit. It's a win. But the way that song came from is how I composed it is. You get in one girl, then they call her Rosie. Rosie, she know they follow campus boys. I dey surprised to hear say Rosie to don die yo. I ask her mother, wetin kill Rosie? Mama Rosie to tell me say na abortion o. Papa Rosie to tell me say na HIV. Ah Rosie yo, ayeyere we no go see again yo. Rosie to ayeyere we no. That's where I composed that. You get it one day, I dey go. I just want to tell you how it came.
Achieve a done for accountability. Because let us Aluta continue Victoria Sata of this jam question. Actually, the next question is what advice do you have for all these animalists that want to join the club, but they are seeing it like it's a cult? What do you need to tell them?
Well, as it is, Kegite Club is a socio-cultural club. I will advise all the jambites and those that are inside the school, the undergraduates, that they should abstain from cultism.
Jara,
it doesn't pay.
Very important.
Abstain from cultism. If you go inside the bush after serious hitting and all may you walk tomorrow, if a vehicle is passing and smash a sachet of water, you will start to hide.
John Jorogo.
You will start to hide. But if you're a member of Kegite Club, you fear nothing. We are here in Oka. You know that there are a series of shootings here in Oka. Yeah. We are not afraid of anybody. We move around. Even around 1 p.m. we move around because we don't have anything in our cupboard. You understand? So I will advise them to go to school and study hard so that they will make their parents proud. They should abstain from cultism. Cultism doesn't pay. Kegite Club will only help you to connect to people, will help you to connect to whomever, will help you to widen up your scope. You go into research. You understand? So that is one good thing about the club. If you come, you will see people that knows people that knows people. You know,
connection is supreme comrade. There is connection in supreme comrade. That is the KKMUK. My chief, for the very last one, because it is federalized in that same book of Bukosis, chapter versus Ogoro. That's my chief. I will never let you go unless you bless me. That is the Aju. My chief, because can you and bless others and all entities? Because my chief.
You see, at times, out of my own power sincerity and for natural peace, I derive joy. I enjoy people that believe in the club. I like exchanging pleasantries with people that believes in the club, not because of one or two things, but because we have the same interest. We protect the same interest, and we protect ourselves. Look at each other's back, and we chase a common goal.
Exactly.
The common goal is this: African culture, palm wine. Are you? Yes, I can do that because I was given the powers to bless, turn a lizard into monkey, and chiefesses to protect.
And you're a chief.
Mina Wulus Awela Atita, within the rims, radius, circumference, parameter, powers is brutally intercepted on me by Agbalagba chiefesses. I and only I, His Royal Kegistic Majesty, Chief the Conjurer Memorial Repairer, the Gwara of Kubuki Land, the Metaramerimetanyem Panwine, the Tombo Connector. Out of my own Panwine sincerity, I thereby do to bless this Congo in my face shall before, in my faceless construction before, to remain Agbalagba. His finger shall remain one golden finger. His letter I shall remain bunk. Akamsynthesis titration shall be Nyekrepoto. Because any attempted at his letter I, the akamsynthesis titration in his letter I shall remain NMPC what I saw. And in his Bako Super Sack, he shall migrate Olaso Mbulu 99.99 to Supreme Comradium. Any attempt by Ekelele Zumundes to arrest him, they should quote him in Mankoleka's Korojendu for Melenko. To God, the Lord marry 11-12, I have terribly landed.
I am as government. My chief Akov. We will rotate Abubakar to this placement. Peter Moronto Akov and Desi Sojare. What can I say?